Right now we're going to try and get Sean Sherlocked on the phone. Let me just dig out his number. Now, I'll probably announce his number later on for you folks in case you need to get in touch with him directly, but we're going to try and call him through Skype. Just bear with me, folks. Let's see if it's ringing. He's taking his time.
Hello. Hello, Donny.
Hello.
Bring the car down, will you? Eamon's are getting sick everywhere.
Hello, Sean.
Donny.
Sean.
Hold on a minute.
Hello, Sean.
Hello, Donny.
Hello. Is this Sean? Hello, Sean. This is Daryl here.
Daryl. Oh, Daryl. Oh, Jesus. You know, you some set of stones bringing me by.
Is this Sean Sherlocked?
This is Sean. Yeah, you've some set of stones. I told you, I will do an interview.
Yeah, Sean.
I will do it on my own terms. Now, I will not be harangued into making off-the-cuff comments here. This is hardly the proper forum.
Sean, you did agree to come on air tonight with us.
I agreed. I will do it on my own terms. I was meant to be sent a list of questions on which I was to be given proper time for.
Yeah, Sean, well, there's no problem with that. You didn't say that to me before, obviously.
Well, I thought that was the arranged thing. We were going to have questions that were pre-arranged for me.
Okay,
this isn't fair now.
Well, look at Sean. I can understand where you're coming from. We will send you a list of questions, but is there any possibility you could go on air tonight? Because I've told the listeners. There's a bit of music playing in the background for them at the moment, and they're sort of expecting to hear from you. I just wanted to sort of prep you. Are you prepared to come on air tonight?
I'm not prepared. I've been in talks. I've been out the last 2 days now on board SNP, and we're working on measures to reduce the deficit of this country.
Yeah.
I can't come on tonight.
Why not, Sean?
Well, I tell you, because this is an ambush. This is the first I've heard of it over the last 2 days.
Oh, come on,
now,
Sean.
Any decent sort of radio show would have rang me and given me preparation. This is off the cuff.
Sean,
this isn't good enough. This isn't good enough.
Sean, with all due respect, I called you and I spoke to you 3 or 4 times last week, and you had no issue with it, and you didn't ask me for a prepared question. So I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I'm going to need prepared questions because I can't just go off the cuff, ringing, just talking away. Hold on, Eamon.
Hello?
Put it down, boy. Sorry about that. Sorry, I had to talk to Eamon there. Listen, I've read your book, and let me tell you what I think of you, sir.
Go right ahead, Sean. Yeah.
First of all, do you know how ludicrous your book is?
Well, I'm sure you're going to tell me. I mean, it's a free world, isn't it?
You're trying to ride out of Dodge City and leave the common taxpayer to foot the bill.
I don't think so.
Tell me what. If we all stop paying fucking Bank of Ireland tomorrow,
yeah,
the country be ruined.
Well, what's happening at the moment, Sean?
So that's the people's money.
Sure, what's happening now, Sean? What's happening to the country right now?
Well, I tell you what's happening. We're making some serious changes at the moment, and we're trying to reduce the deficit at the moment. As you know, Labour and Fine Gael are standing shoulder to shoulder on a 50-50.
Well, what exactly?
Spending and taxation curve across the board.
Right, so that's going to hurt people, the taxpayers, even more. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, no. Well, no, we're introducing 48% of a tax rate for the highest earners. That's the highest earners in the country. No one is getting away with this.
Right, the highest earners.
The plan is to reduce capital spending by $2.5 billion.
And what are you going to do for those? What are you going to do for those people that are losing their homes? How about those people that are going to be on the street by Christmas?
Well, I said I don't care about anything like that. That's nothing to do with me. If people don't want to pay, if people do not want to pay their mortgage, well then they have no right to be living in their houses.
I don't think it's a matter of that, Sean. I think basically
it is a matter. I pay my mortgage.
Well, look,
I pay my mortgages. I don't miss my mortgages. Everyone has to pay.
Your mortgages.
As simple as that.
Your mortgages.
Yeah.
Your mortgages, yeah?
Well, I have an apartment in Dublin.
Yeah.
I have a farm in East Cork.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I have my holiday home. All these things, they're not cheap.
Well, I can understand.
I have to maintain 3 houses.
Right, I can understand.
I pay a mortgage on 2 of them.
Yeah. And
who pays your? I'm a working man, the same as yourself, man.
Yeah, I gathered that. All right. And listen, who pays your wages? Who pays your actual money that you get?
Well, I pay my taxes.
Yeah, but
me, I suppose.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that kind of makes sense in a very, very sort of. Well.
That's how it's paid. I pay my taxes.
Look, Sean, I think we're wasting a bit of time here. Now, I spent some time talking to you last week, and I put up with some of your comments. And I was prepared to go on air tonight and talk to you man to man about these issues. And we have a lot of questions. A lot of people wrote in questions to ask you tonight, and I think it's quite unfair that you don't do an interview. So, look, I'll give you a chance to change your mind. Will you go on air? Because, I mean, there's a lot of people out there waiting to listen to what you have to say.
To be honest with you, I'm not prepared.
Why?
I have been in talks with a government quango on board SNP, as you know, over the last 2 days. I've been dealing with some very, very, very serious issues. I've been putting across Labour's proposals to cut the deficit. I don't have it. Well,
come on now, Sean.
Look, I can't come on tonight, no.
Come on, tell me, give me a good... Well, listen, what am I going to say to the listeners? What am I going to say to the...
I don't care what you say to your listeners. I had a look on your site. You've only got 400 people there and most of them are in England.
Right, okay. Well, what exactly will I tell people then? I mean, those 400 people, some of those people probably voted for you, got you into your position. You do realise that?
I doubt it. The people who vote for me are good, honest, hard-working people.
Right.
Labour is for the working man.
Okay.
Now, on analysis of your site, there doesn't seem to be many working men there.
Well, I beg to differ.
A lot of people looking for the easy way out.
Well,
and I tell you what, it's people like that who will bring this country down, because we're not looking for the easy out. We're tightening our belts.
Yeah. You
know.
I see you tightened your belts during the summer there when you claimed on average 17 grand per man in the Dáil for 2 or 3 months when you were off. I see. Is that tightening your belts?
Well, it is. I tell you, yes, it is. It is. So, if you compare that to the average spending over the last 3 or 4 years, you will see that's down by at least 4 or 5%.
Well, look at Sean. I suspect that you've had a few pints there. You sound a bit slurry to me. Is that the reason that you're not prepared to go on air live tonight?
I'm not drunk.
I didn't say you were drunk, but have you had a couple of pints or something?
Eamon, hold on. Close the fucking door, will you? Sorry.
Who's there, Sean? Where are you?
I'm in the Dáil at the moment.
Oh yeah, okay. It sounds a bit noisy. What's going on in the background?
Nothing. We're in private talks at the moment now.
Okay, now are you prepared? I mean, I have to speak to these listeners tonight. I mean, out of due respect for the few 400 people that I know you have no respect for, what am I going to say to them? What will I tell them you said?
Listen, I don't care what you say. I really do not care what you say. As I've said to you, I'm prepared to come on and I'm going to do an interview.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it tonight. You must make another date.
So I have to ruin a whole show because you're pissed out of your brain, is that it?
Listen. If you want to keep up this sort of allegations, you'll see how long this phone call will last. Now, you get on to Annie, make an appointment. You send across those questions. Otherwise, we do not have a deal. Do you understand me?
Hold on for a minute now, Sean. Don't go away anywhere there now.
Here, are you recording?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. No,
I'm taking your word on this now, Darryl.
Well, I'm not recording. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to a politician. I wouldn't do it to anybody. I wouldn't record them, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, this isn't for the public domain now. This is a private phone call.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I will not. This will not go past my lips. Nobody will hear. No, but I want, Sean. I want to be able to say something to people because you're leaving me hanging out to dry here with my own listeners. Come on, now, Sean.
That's not really my problem now. This is all very last minute. You want me to come right now? I've things to be doing. I have a party inside waiting for me, and I'm not even halfway through my budget proposals.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and what is it now? It's Thursday night, and you expect me to believe any word that you've just said, do you?
Excuse me, I've been locked. I've been at loggerheads
Locked,
with this
Quango
over the last 2 days. The last thing I need is some...
Well, look, before you go, I just want to let you know, and I might be letting the cat out of the bag, but a cousin of mine works in the Dáil. She cleans up. And she told me there a few days ago, I don't know if you're prepared to listen to this, but she told me there, she called me on Monday and she said the last time she seen you was walking into the Dáil bar.
That's outrageous. What's your cousin's name?
I'm not prepared to give away that
No, you tell me your cousin's name now.
Why?
Because that's slander.
What do you mean the slander? I don't think it's slander.
Slander.
I think it's hearsay, isn't it? It's not slander.
It's defamation of character.
Well, listen.
Listen, no. You listen to me now. I've been very good to give you an interview. How many other TDs are going to give you an interview? And you know what? You're not worth my time, boy. I tell you what. I will do a show. I'll do it next week. Get the questions across to Anne.
Yeah.
And set it up with her. Right?
Yeah.
And I tell you what. And if you start throwing out wild accusations that I'm sitting in, this is a pivotal moment for this country. And do you know what?
What? Folks, if you hang on, let's have a look. What happened? Hi, hello, Sean. Hello. He's hung up, folks. He's gone. Okay, listen, folks. I'm going to put on a bit of music. I don't know why he did that. I suspect he's had a few pints. So, listen, folks. I am going to put on a couple of bits of music for you, and then I'll get back to you, and we'll have a chat. Okay, speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye.